Hey Travis, it's Chris, and just as I promised you earlier, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you 3 things that you could be doing to bring more customers into your business. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I doing this and what's in it for me? Now, the answer to that question is, oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation that they have with hiring somebody is they don't know who is and who isn't an expert. And yes, sadly, there are companies out there that make a bunch of false promises and don't follow through on their word. Now, I've found that by giving people a free attack plan of actual things they could do to impact their business, that has resulted in some of those local business owners still asking for my help with this. So if by the end of this video you like what you heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help you and your company, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of the video you just want to take the free attack plan I gave you and do it yourself, that works for me too. Now, without further ado, the 3 things that are going to set your company above your competitors are content, backlinks, and citations. I'm also going to teach you a little bit about what keywords are and which ones are going to be best to drive growth. So first off, looking at your website, it's kind of not a website. I don't know if you had a website before, but at least you have the URL and the URL is active, which is good because an older URL will actually rank a lot faster than a younger one. So the fact that this is already set up is awesome. Now, the first thing, getting right into it, is content. Now to show you, I'm going to go over to a better example with the site with actually content on it, and that's going to be one of your biggest competitors in your area for plumbing, and that's going to be Master Plumbers of North Carolina. Now, content is made up of the words, the images, and text behind the images called alt text that make up a certain page of your site. When having an optimized website, you want to have about 1,500 words to be optimized with Google, and this is going to give you a lot more opportunity to fill in with some buyer intent keywords that you're trying to rank and get traffic for. What a buyer intent keyword is a word or phrase searched into Google that indicates the person is ready to buy a product or service. Now, when you think about content, why do you think Wikipedia is always at the top when you look for a topic? Because they have the most relevant and authoritative content, and Google rewards them for it. Google also has bots that will sweep your page to see if you're the best match with what is being searched. And this is another reason why content is king and is the easiest and fastest way to rank. Now, the second thing I'm going to go over with you is very, very important, and it's going to be backlinks. What a backlink is very simple. It's just another site linking to yours through theirs, either through text or through an image. Now, to show you this a little bit better, I'm going to go over to a tool that I use called A, and this gives you the analytical breakdown of the performance of your site. Now, as you can see here, if I clicked on this and it brought me up to their website, that is exactly what a backlink is. Now, there's 2 types of backlinks. There are do follow links and there are do not follow links. The do follow links are the only ones that actually push power to your website, and those are the only ones that really count for anything. The do not follow links, they're really not good for anything other than the fact that you could be put up on another website. It might boost your brand up a little bit. Other than that, it's not going to equate to ROI or a return in dollars and cents. Now, the thing about backlinks is that they're not all created equal. You want websites that are powerful linking you to show Google that you have more authority. Google sees it just like a popularity contest. You also want them to be relevant because it works a lot more effectively if they are. For example, if you have plumbing websites linking to you, that's going to do a lot more for you than, say, Pizza Hut. Because if you're selling pizzas for a living, I'm making this video for the entirely wrong person, and you should probably stop watching right now. So if we look at the amount of backlinks here, which you can see right here, and the amount of referring domains, this really isn't even that difficult to beat, but as you can see, they're getting an intense amount of traffic. Now, just imagine what you could be doing with all of this traffic, because each and every single one of these is a potential customer. Now, I'm also going to go into looking a little bit into what their keywords are, just to give you a little bit more of a mindset of what your opportunity is here. Now, each and every one of these keywords has their own individual average search volume. As you can see, Plumbers Greensboro, North Carolina has an average of about 1,500 a month. There could be high months, could be low months, and there's tons of these different keywords, and they each have their own search volume. And there's also a lot of areas outside of Greensboro that have search volume. And Plumbing Service Co. is a perfect example of that. This is the only business in the area that I actually see capitalizing on the different areas outside of Greensboro. So as you can see, a plethora of different keywords here, 4 different areas, and these are also what you should be trying to capture more of because they're a lot easier and faster to rank for, while you're ranking also for the Greensboro keywords, which are a little bit more difficult, takes a little bit more, but still far from impossible. And you can rank for every single one of these, and that's the gold here, is that you don't have to just pick a couple of these, right? And think about for a second what that could mean for you and your business and the growth of it, what that could mean for your freedom, for your finances. All of those different things are completely possible with this, and that's why this excites me so much, because there's huge, massive possibilities here. Now let's look at a Google search real quick. So if we look at look at Plumbers Greensboro. The first thing you see up here are ads. Now, the thing about ads is that they're not always effective and they become a serious money pit when they're not made properly. A lot of phones and computers even have ad blockers, which is another reason why organic ranking is so incredibly important. But this amazing tool right here, this is called the Google Map Pack. Many people go here first to find business that fulfills their needs, and getting ranked in the top position typically means 40 to 50% more call volume than top organic ranking alone. Not just search volume either, call volume, like legitimate calls. This is a true statistic, and it is mind-blowing how well I've seen it work. What gets you ranked here is having a stronger and a larger citation profile than your competitors. What a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number submitted word for word into directories such as Yelp and Yellow Pages. Now, there are some other ranking factors here, which include the quality of the citations, how powerful they are, the optimization of the Google My Business profile itself, the number of Google reviews that you have and what you're rated on Google, but most importantly is how well you're ranking organically on a search. Now, even if you're not on the first page or in the top spots just yet, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but not impossible by any means with the right citation profile to rank in that top position. So just to recap what we went over, content. Your front page needs to have about 1,500 words of properly filled in buyer intent keywords that you're trying to rank and get traffic for. Your service pages should have about 500 to 750 words of the same strategy. Your backlinks need to be more relevant, more powerful, and more numerous than your competitor to show Google that you are the authority. And you want to have about 200 to 300 citations to beat out your competitor by a landslide to be ranking here. But at least have substantially more than your top competitor. If they have 300, you need 500 because the game is domination. And Travis, if you implemented all of these strategies today, you can become #1 on Google for your business and reap the rewards with a ton of new paying customers, more money, more growth, and more freedom. Travis, I hope you liked the video at least half as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Now, you could either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself a lot of time and energy that could be going towards servicing these new customers, let's set up a time to talk. With that being said, Travis, have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.